another member of our family, will be there as well. So we look forward to interacting with you. Continue to check lesbrown.com for upcoming programs and information, and we will be unveiling a new surprise on the Les Brown Enterprises platform at the event in Kansas. So you want to stay tuned on the Facebook page as well as the website for when we launch this exciting news. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I have a treat for you. Tonight, I get to introduce someone to you that you might have heard before, but he is absolutely amazing. He's an individual who understands systems and techniques that will allow you to achieve the best in life. He knows how to get more out of everything that you do. And I am privileged to be able to know and work with him in the Platinum Speakers program. He has a wealth of knowledge. He is an author. He's a trainer. He is a strategist. And he is committed to using his platform for helping others achieve the best in life. Now, there's a difference between theory and there's a difference between action. And tonight, you're going to have a wonderful time as I share with you just a little information about this individual tonight. But I'll give you a slight background so you can have some context if it's the first time you're meeting our leadership and productivity strategist. He's the CEO of Randolph Unlimited, Inc. It's a professional training and coaching firm located in Midlothian, Virginia. He is a compelling keynote speaker, author, and trainer on the topics of leadership, teamwork, communication, and motivation. He travels nationally teaching individuals how to achieve greater success in their personal and professional life. He's been mentored by our very own Les Brown and a proud member of our Platinum Speakers. He created the CD programs entitled How to Make This Your Greatest Year Yet, Say No to the Recession, Bringing Out the Best in You, and he's the co-author of two highly successful books entitled Staying Strong Through the Storms and Leadership 911, How to Lead During Times of Change, Challenge, and Chaos. And that's just a little tip of the iceberg, but you are going to hear from him tonight. We have a wonderful interview in store with none other than Mr. Wade Randolph, the Moore guy. Wade, are you on the line with us tonight?
Yes, I am, my sister. How are you?
I am great and grateful and blessed to hear your voice. Wade, isn't it exciting when we can hear our listeners tell us why they connect to Les Brown's Motivational Monday Night Call and the fact that they have been inspired and have learned and have been able to turn over new leaves of productivity in their own lives just as a result of listening?
You know, isn't it wonderful? Miguel is someone, and we have several people on the phone that, like Miguel, he is looking forward to his vision, and, you know, Les always teaches us, live out of your imagination and move forth towards it. So I want to thank everyone, and especially Miguel, for being on the phone because he ensures our work is of value and making a difference.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, as we think about this week, there's a lot to be grateful for, and I just want to acknowledge, Wade, it's important to me that sometimes the commercialism of holidays takes away from the sacred moments where we can think about friends and family and those that we care about and a time to just pause from the busyness of life to enjoy time together. But at the same time, there are those who don't have that. They don't have family to go to, or it's the time of year that they struggle through. So we just want you to know that as Les Brown Enterprises, that we are extending our light and our love to you during this holiday season, and that you tap into the moments that you can share with those that you love, those that love you, and new relationships that you can build to make this world a better place. And that being said, Mr. Wade Randolph, I want to jump into something that I know our listeners would love to hear about. You are a leadership and productivity strategist. You understand what it means to get out of your own way so that you can achieve certain things. And one of the areas that I love that you focus on is the myths of public speaking. There's so many people that we meet, and we know it's one of those fears. It's up there with heights, and the fear of death is fear of public speaking. But you've uncovered some secrets, and we don't have time to go through all of them tonight, but I would love for us to discuss the myths. I think you have about 7 of them. But if we can explore a few of those myths of public speaking, because there's some people on this call, like Miguel, like that's a powerful story for him to talk about what he's gone through and what he had to fight through so he could stay the course in school and start dreaming about his life and the things that he wants to do. In your experience, Wade, as you work with people, where does this conversation begin for you around public speaking?
You know, Stacey, and thank you for having me tonight. Thank everyone for being here. I had to research the myths because, as our brother, platinum speaker Dwight Pleasure says, sometimes you fall into the trap of the big lie. And the lie, the myth of what we shouldn't believe hold us back. It chokes the life out of us. So the myths, what we're going to discuss tonight, is what it really is holding people back. I want you to think about that for a moment, because as they say, life and death is in the tongue. What you say can either free someone or it can kill them, because I've seen words take people down. So what I'm hoping tonight from this you'll get is how to free yourself from that mental bondage, to start to use your words, to start to use your talents, to start to use your skill in order to breathe life into someone else. Because if we can do that, they say iron sharpens iron, then we can help someone else grow. And like Miguel or other people on this, we can help them achieve their dreams.
Now, that is an amazing point that you made about helping them achieve your dreams. But, Wade, we know the reality, right? People are going to hear this and say, but just the idea. You know, sometimes it's as simple as explaining yourself in an interview or opening up to a new group of people, making friends. You know, even down to networking, Wade, that requires public speaking. It requires a certain confidence level and ability to get past those fears. So how do we conquer and change the myths about the first thing that you would share? Because I know you have 7, and I want to jump right in to the first one that you would share.
Let's talk about number 1. I tend to encounter a lot of people, and they say, you know, I want to speak, I want to talk with other people, but I don't have a voice. I don't have a voice. And a lot of people on this phone have some type of skill, some type of insight that they want to bring out into the universe and this planet, but they are telling themselves, as we say, the lie, I don't have a voice. And let me tell you, Stacey, I uncovered that because that's personal to me. I am so amazed that I'm on this phone tonight because I used to be the guy, used to work for a company by the name of Best Products years ago, and they would say, Wade, what do you have to say? And I wouldn't say anything at the meetings. I used to be the guy that, you know how you get uninvolved in the meeting? You find the space and you sit the furthest back in the room. I used to be the guy that I would look at the floor so they wouldn't call on me. But here's what I will tell you, and anyone on this phone, that's a myth, because someone told me, said, Wade, if you just opened your mouth, if you just was willing to share your ideas, then you can make a difference in the company and in where you are going. And someone believed in me more than I believed in myself, that made me go to a speaking class. And from there, I started to speak. I started to learn how to use my voice to make a difference. And that has taken me from sitting in the back of the room to owning my own company. Here's the myth. Stop not believing in yourself. You see, you can achieve anything you want if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your voice, but you can never achieve if you don't believe in yourself. Start believing that you have a voice.
Awesome. But Wade, I can't believe that you ever sat in the back of a room. Knowing you as I do now, that doesn't even seem possible that you would be comfortable in the back of the room. But I appreciate you sharing that, because no one just starts and wakes up in the morning as Les Brown. You have to start from somewhere to build up your confidence. And what you said about believing in yourself, that's so important, because it really starts in the mind. And then you invested in an opportunity to learn and go get additional support through your skills in this class. But if maybe I do have a voice and I don't need to hide in the back of the room and just slide under the radar so nobody really notices that I'm here, but now you make your presence known and build a company that allows people to do the same. That is amazing.
And you know what's more amazing is what you said. Stop hiding. See, this Wade Randolph that you hear on the phone tonight, I didn't know he existed. And there are some people that's on the line tonight. There is a different, a stronger, a greater person that's listening to us, but you've got to be willing to live from the inside out and bring that person out. That person can take your life to somewhere you've only dreamed of. So I appreciate that, but it's been learning to, as Mr. Brown says, release my greatness so that I can help other people release theirs.
Absolutely. And what you said is key about the fact that the Wade Randolph we're hearing now, the person who has started a company, the person who's written books, the person who trains nationally, that there was a time that you weren't ready for this position, but you worked your way through it. And a dear friend of mine talks about a whole concept of level set, that we can't compare ourselves to others who have had the opportunity to expand their gift, to invest in themselves, to read the books, to go to the programs, to get the coaching, because they're at a different level of work. So when you focus more on yourself, what you said, from the inside out, then your only competition is looking in the mirror so that you can work on being better than you were yesterday, better than you were 10 years ago, better than you were this morning. That it's a constant growth pattern that allows you to really stand in the space of strength and share who you are. So I love that, Wade. I think we can give them at least one more of the myths that they can debunk right now on public speaking. So what's the next one you have on your list for us?
You know, it's very interesting. I had a call last week, and one young lady said, Wade, some people won't support me. They won't support me. If I start this, they won't understand me and they won't support me, and I don't want to step out on this thing by myself. Where will I get some support? And you know, that's a myth, because when you step out on your dream, when you step out to use your voice, the right people will be there to support you. So what I tell people is leap and grow your wings on the way down. Or let me put it better, like Valerie Parker says it. When you're in alignment with your assignment, the universe will give you what you need if you're willing just to step out there.
Absolutely. And we had an example of that, Wade, you know, when I shared the story of Fatou from France, who came to see Les Brown in London. And she found out about the event only less than 24 hours before it happened. And she went out, bought a bus ticket, and traveled all the way. And that just really speaks volumes of how, if you make the decision, she wanted to use her voice, Wade. She wants to speak. She wants to train. She wanted to meet the master himself, Les Brown. And she invested in that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And now she's on a whole new path, a whole new trajectory, just from that decision of saying it's time to move forward and to really take that next step. And once she did it, she got the support that she was looking for, just as you said, and I was able to have her meet Les Brown in person. That was way beyond what her thoughts were. She thought she was just going to be able to see him and be in the audience. But because she made that decision, because she made and took that step, the universe all worked together to bring her to a moment that she will never forget in her life and now set her on the path to actually move forward with where she's going. That's the exciting part of what we get to do, Wade. And as everyone is listening and as they're focusing on their goals and their dreams and narrowing down their goals for finishing strong in 2015, we hope that you're just taking note, because so many of you say, one day I want to speak like Les Brown. One day I want to present like Dwight Pleasure, Dr. Reuben West, Wade Randolph, Dr. Stacey N.C. Grant. One day I want to start and create my own business. I have a product in mind. I have a service. There's a book I want to write one day. Well, the challenge tonight is, as we give you all of the reasons not to hang on to those myths and to move past them so you can take action, today is the day. So wait, I think we can give everybody just one more that you can share that will inspire some new action in their lives as they are thinking about some of the ways in which they might be battling. And remember, public speaking is not just for being on a stage and holding a microphone in front of millions of people. It can be speaking up for yourself on a job. It can be in an interview that you want. It could be in a school to inspire children. Whatever it is, Les Brown is about tapping into those areas of yourself that allow you to articulate your thoughts and ideas with strength and confidence. And tonight, Wade is giving you just a few of the myths, and at the end, he'll tell you how you can connect to get the rest and be able to move in a power direction, but for you to understand that today is the day, not someday, but today. So, Wade, which one do you have to share with us next?
You know, let's pull up a controversial one, a one that will really make people think, but also really make them get the big picture of what they can do. I often tell people, don't work on becoming a good speaker. Work on becoming a great communicator. See, here's the difference. A speaker pinpoints certain audiences that they are comfortable in, but a great communicator is able to speak to anyone that he or she is in front of. It makes no difference if you're coming in talking with youth. You can communicate to them that they will get your message. It makes no difference if you're talking to a group of attorneys. You can communicate to them effectively to get your message. It makes no difference if you're going to talk to a group of CEOs. You want to be able to talk to anyone and communicate effectively and efficiently to all people, regardless of age, regardless of color, regardless of where they come from. Work on becoming a great communicator. Don't work on becoming just a good speaker.
That's a phenomenal one, Wade. Work on becoming a great communicator, not just a good speaker. I love that because I cringe sometimes when I just hear casual conversations on the road, in a public area, or riding the train or the bus, and I just wonder who in their lives, especially of our young people, are helping them to communicate properly, to put nouns and verbs together the right way, and to be able to share their thoughts without using the wrong kind of foul language. That's a whole nother conversation and interview. But what you said is so key. Yeah, that's a whole nother talk. But for you to be able to communicate effectively, that is key because it can really open up doors for you. And when you think about the fact that people do business with individuals they know, like, and trust, a big part of that is when you're able to articulate your ideas and your thoughts in a way that draws people in. And that, to me, is one of the main things that all of us can benefit from when we think about our daily life, whether we're in the field of medicine, whether we're in sports, whether in entertainment, personal growth and development. If you want to speak and train like Les Brown and all of us, no matter what background, communicating effectively is just as important as educating your mind and taking your intellectual capital to a whole nother light. And level, rather. So, Wade, this is exciting stuff. I know I'm a little corny sometimes, and I'm a little speaker nerd. So.
We won't talk about that, my sister.
But I get so excited when we talk about communication and you are sharing some of the myths of public speaking tonight, which I think are paramount and important. But as we close out this part of this interview, and I'm going to open up the lines because I'm just curious to know if some of our listeners have been battling with this, and I want them to be able to stay in contact with you as you do a whole series around the 7 myths of public speaking and giving the tools to be able to get over that. How can everyone stay in contact with you and get additional support and information in just getting stronger in their own lives?
And I thank you for that. I often offer the 7 myths of public speaking online. So if you want to stay in contact with me, then I'm going to invite you to send me a personal email and put on it LBE, that I will know, to Wade, W-A-D-E, at themoreguy.com. So it's Wade, W-A-D-E, at THEMOREGUY.com. Send me that personal email, put LBE in the subject line, and I will ensure that when I have this teleseminar again, you will be invited. Also, go to Facebook. Tell me what you got from this call tonight at Wade Randolph 1, Wade Randolph 1, or hit me up on LinkedIn, and that's Wade Randolph, R-A-N-D-O-L-P-H. They call me the More Guy, so I'm the only More Guy around. You send me that email, and I'll help you to discover what more is in you by staying connected.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Wade. We appreciate you sharing that tonight. I think it's one that will benefit many. We'll open up the lines and see who is in agreement with that. And I also want to share with all of the listeners that lesbrown.com, once again, if you came in before or a little after we started, lesbrown.com, please stay connected with Mr. Brown there on Facebook at brown.les, so that you can be aware of upcoming programs and events. If you are in the area of Topeka, Kansas, we're looking forward to seeing you at dinnerwithles.com. If you want to stay connected with me directly, you can go to DestinyDesignersUniversity.com. That's our website. Our social media handles are there, and you can connect with us. But I'm going to share one thing for those of you that want to do an intensive with me. I'm doing my last 21-day intensive for the year, December 1st through the 21st. So this is something that is of interest to you. You can just go and email me from the website, info@DestinyDesigners with an S, university.com, and just put 21-day inquiry, and you'll get information about that, because I am about to turn up the volume all the way for the last haul of 21-day intensive, so that we can really bring in this new year strong and on target and focus for what we want to deliver to the world. So this has been a great opportunity for you to hear from Wade, to talk about some of these areas that we want to work on with sharing our voice. And as I open the line, I just ask that if you are a faithful caller, let's give our new callers a chance to speak, and then you can ask your question and or give a comment to Mr. Wade Randolph tonight. So stand by, everyone.
All callers are unmuted.
Break it up, break it up, break it up.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Weesh, I pressed the wrong button, and we almost had the whole world online. So right now, if you want to share a question and or comment with Mr. Wade Randolph, press *6 to unmute your line.
Stacy and Ray, this is Ray Broussard again.
Hi, Ray.
Thank
Hold on,
you.
stand by 1 second, Ray. There was another young lady that came through right before you, so let's hear from her and then you, okay, Ray?
Yeah.
Okay. Great evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, go right ahead.
Great evening. My name is Doris Rivers. I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I got the opportunity to see Les Brown at the Get Motivated seminar on October the 13th. And since then, I have been doing what he said, listening for 30 days to You Deserve It, It's Not Over Till I Win, It's Possible. So when I was on his site today, I saw this number, and I think that I missed part of the call because I thought the call came on at 8 o'clock. But it seems like when I got on the call, however, I am definitely walking into my purpose and my destiny, which is public speaking. And I'm just so thankful that I got the opportunity to hear you. I hear your names, I didn't hear your name, but to hear you and to hear Mr. Wade Randolph, and I will be tuning in every Monday from here on.
Oh, well, that is awesome. Thank
Great.
you so much. My name is Dr. Stacy N.C. Grant. There's a little background noise. Someone has their line open with a little echo, so if you don't mind to just mute your phone until we're ready to hear your question, that'll just be helpful. But I'm so glad that you were able to tune in, that you saw Mr. Brown in Philadelphia, and I was actually there as well. So looking forward to you staying connected to the family so that we can support you as you are passionate about public speaking and using your voice in whichever way you have decided to be a blessing to this planet.
Excellent.
Well, Dr. Stacy, thank you so much, and Mr. Randolph. But because of that background noise, Dr. Stacy, I didn't get your last name.
Okay, so I'll say it again. It's Dr. Stacie, S-T-A-C-I-E, middle initials N-C, like North Carolina, and then Grant, G-R-A-N-T.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you guys so very much for all that valuable information.
Oh,
you
you
for
are
being
welcome. Go ahead. Wade has a comment for you as well.
No, thank you for being here. Keep looking towards and walking towards your purpose.
I will, Mr. Randolph, because one of my dreams is to open up for Les Brown one day.
Excellent.
Go on with your bad self, my sister. I love it.
Thank you all.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Ray, you can go ahead now, dear, but we're going to keep it short so that we can get the other two callers who have just unmuted.
Yeah, I did, Stacy. Thank you and Wade so much. I really enjoyed the call like I do every week.
Oh, we love you, Ray. Thank you so much for your support and for being on the call.
And have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving.
You too, my
Ray.
sweetheart. You do the same. I heard two more people unmute. You can go ahead with your comment or your question before we close down the call because Mr. Randolph and I have another commitment right after this. I see someone trying to unmute their lines. Just press *6 because the lines are not open.
Hello, Wade?
Hey, it's Noelle from Mississippi.
Hi, Noel. Okay, I heard a gentleman and Noel. Noel, go ahead, and then the gentleman that unmuted.
Okay. I just want to say it is such a blessing to hear y'all's voices and be on this call. I've been listening to first was Les Brown and Stacy, and then started listening to Mr. Moreland too about 3 or 4 months ago, and y'all are really changing lives and inspiring people and in just incredible ways. And I'm just very grateful just to be on the call, and it just propelled me into a journey, with God, and just to find, get into my divine alignment and just access that true purpose, So it's just amazing, and y'all are a blessing, and y'all just need to know that is just very important in people's lives. It's life-changing.
Well,
Wow.
we really appreciate that. That just lets us know that we are following our assignment and giving what you need. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Noel. So appreciate you. And taking the time to share those comments, it means a lot to us because we won't know if we're being effective. We won't know if your lives are being touched or changed unless you unmute to let us know that the work is not in vain and to let Mr. Brown know that this is something that he should continue on with for many more years to come. It's been an investment that he's made for decades, and he intends to keep it. So hearing all of your comments means the world to us. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And my friend, Mr. Drum roll, please. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Thanks for your patience. What's your name?
Hi, Stacey. This is Darren Smith. How are you, Wade?
Oh, hey, Darren. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. Well, I just had to say, I always look forward to your presentation, and as usual, I had no idea you was going to be on tonight, so I'm glad I was on. And I'm proud to see that I'm one of the people who I didn't know, as you know, you just recently bought your book, Staying Strong Through the Storms. So I would recommend that everybody on this call get this book. And I have one thing that you mentioned on the call, and it's also in your book, you mentioned this most frequently. They say, you change your thoughts and you change your life.
You are 100% correct. So say that again, Darren, just to make sure that people get it.
Okay, if you change your thoughts, you change your life.
Thank you, my friend, for sharing.
And that also goes with, I wanted to make this real quick. That goes in line with one of my other favorite quotes from Mr. Wayne Dyer, who just recently passed. One of my favorite quotes that he says, if you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at will change.
Absolutely. Well, Darren, we appreciate you because we see you study full, and you are committed to this journey called life and growing each and every day. So that is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing and being on the call tonight. We appreciate you, and we want to thank you for being here and being a support. All right, I think we have time for one more person before we wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
William May.
As a family. Go right ahead.
Yes, I discovered Les Brown's motivational speeches about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, boy, I miss it.
Uh-oh, somebody needs to mute. Somebody needs to mute. Okay, all right, now go ahead, sir.
Yes, and my name is William May. I'm out here in Los Angeles, California. I'm a realtor. And how can I become a better speaker and more articulate? I say and you know a lot. And how can I break that bad habit?
I will tell you from my perspective and training, you're already starting. So you're starting because awareness is where you start from. So be aware. Slow down in your speech. Be aware of what you're saying. And when you come to one of those ums or ums, then note when you're doing it and start to work and break yourself. I also always recommend people that if you want to start, let me say that again, if you want to start, then feel free to reach out and join a Toastmasters organization or go to someone like Stacey N.C. Grant or myself for coaching, because when you invest in yourself, then you're opening the door to a new world and to a new you.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wade took the words right out of my mouth. Toastmasters, the National Speakers Association, all have programs for starting and getting trained and just getting comfortable. I have programs. Wade has programs. Mr. Brown has the opportunity for you to invest in the Platinum Speakers Program. So there are many ways in which you can spend time getting additional support through any one of those means. But Wade gave you the best advice is the fact that you're aware. You've conquered the first round of the battle, and then the second round is for you to now practice, and that practice comes from learning the mechanics of speaking that allow you to find alternatives to the ums and the ahs, which are fillers and distractors when you're working on your talk. So feel free to email either one of us, go and do a search for a local Toastmasters in your area, and that'll be a great way for you to finish strong in 2015 and work on getting your communication skills to where you want them to be.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, and I'll definitely be in contact.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we appreciate you. Our mission is to make sure we inspire as many voices of hope as possible. So that's our job, is to inspire you to not just feel good in the moment on 8 o'clock Monday night, but to actually do something and take action. So with that, we are going to close down. I heard one more person unmute, so I'll allow you to make your statement or give a question, and then we're going to end our call for tonight.
Hello. Good evening. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. Good evening to you. Whose power voice is this?
I appreciate the compliment. My name is Patrick, and I'm calling from Florida.
Hi, Patrick from Florida. So what is your question and or comment tonight?
Well, the comment that I have is that honestly, I'm at a loss for words. Everything was spectacular. The information was valuable. And I just wanted to reach out and connect with both of you guys. I kind of joined in late. I was unprepared to write the information. So if you both could just one more time provide us with the contact information, email, and everything so I could get that done, I would appreciate it.
Absolutely, Patrick. I'll let Wade go.
Stacey, you know ladies first, so go ahead.
And then I can say Agent for Beauty. But I will go ahead. Let me behave. Oh, behave. Okay, Patrick. So if you want to connect with me, you can go to Destiny Designers with an S, DestinyDesignersUniversity.com. That's Destiny Designers, DESIGNERS, University.com. You can email me straight through the website, or you can email me through info@DestinyDesignersUniversity.com. I look forward to connecting with you. All my social media handles are on my website, and you can click on them to follow me there as well. So I look forward to hearing from you, Patrick, or I'm going to find you in Florida. Go ahead, Wade.
Well, Patrick, you can connect with me through Facebook at Wade Randolph 1 or Wade at themoreguy.com, WADE@THEMOREGUY.com. Or feel free to send me a personal email, and that's to my company, Randolph Unlimited, which you'll see us on the net or on Facebook or LinkedIn, and I will ensure to get your message.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, Patrick. And we look forward to having you join us again. So, everyone, we want to wish you a happy and wonderful Thanksgiving with your families, a blessed time for everyone. Let's remember those who may not have family around, or they have lost family during the holiday season, so this is a rough time for them. So let's think on the things of others. Do a random act of kindness so that you can share a little light and love in a world that has so many things going on right now. We want to continue to send our prayers over to France, Malaysia, Mali, Nigeria, Kenya, so many places that have gone through quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. And let's use our voices, let's use our stories to inspire hope and to help healing happen across this globe. Les Brown tells us all there's greatness inside of us, so let's walk in it. Let's be the voices and the change that we seek. And Mr. Wade Randolph, thank you so much for sharing your time and your insight tonight and being my brother from another mother. I appreciate you and grateful that we get to do this thing called life together. So, Wade, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Everyone else, you do the same. Mr. Brown sends his love, and we'll be back again by the grace of God next Monday night, same time, same place. Bye-bye, everyone.